What's up, everybody? I'm Dr. Bryan Brozy, B.Well Physical Therapy and Wellness. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I'm also the co-host of a weekly The Well Man's podcast. We discuss all things health. Today, I'm going to show you a scalene stretch. Scalenes can be the source of a lot of tension in the neck, nasty referred pain down the arm possibly. And what's important to know about them for stretching purposes is the scalenes attached to the first and second rib. There's three scalenes, an anterior, middle, and posterior. Obviously anterior being the most forward, middle in the middle, posterior being in the back. And they, depending on which one, attach to either the first or the second rib. For today, for the purpose of this stretch, I'm just going to really have you focus on this first rib, and we'll walk through how you can possibly find that on yourself. And then they come up and they attach to different parts of the side of the neck here. And so what we're going to essentially be doing is bending our head away from the side we're stretching, but we need to somehow stabilize these rib attachments so we actually get a stretch to the scalenes. That's what I'm going to walk towards you a little closer here and explain now. So the way I like to describe this to people who have no anatomy knowledge or they're just kind of learning about this, first rib's really deep, and typically it is you're either going to feel it below your collarbone. If you're pretty far forward, you may feel it above the collarbone technically if you are really far back. But the thing I like to kind of point out is you are going to go behind the collarbone and push down below that. So the way I walk people through it, you're going to take whichever hand, so let's say you're stretching your right side, you're going to use the left hand to do the stretch. You're going to take your hand almost like you're going to choke yourself, relax the hand, and then use this like karate chop palm, this pinky side of your palm to just lightly press down into that deep neck area. You should be able to feel, even if you don't have a great appreciation for like palpation and what you're feeling, how you're able to kind of slide down the neck and you feel a lot of mushy tissue, muscular type tissue, right? Like if you're pushing on your bicep, you can kind of feel that. But if you push through, you definitely reach a hard point where you can kind of feel like the humerus is at least stopping you from pushing any far forward. You're going to feel somewhat similar type of sensation with this stretch because you're going to try and hook that first rib and depress that slightly. So you take your hand around your neck, again, just like you're lightly grabbing your neck. Let that hand slide down. This is where you kind of pinpoint, okay, a little bit behind and below the collarbone, and I press down and I feel it. The big thing is don't come too far out. Stay really close within the neck, because as you can see here, the first rib's really small and it is really close to the neck. It touches parts of the neck. So you slide down and then depress that first rib. I'm really close within my neck, so I'm not far off to the side. I'm going to depress that first rib, and I'm just going to lightly lean away. And I already feel that stretch through the depths of my neck on the side, and even a little bit into the kind of the back lateral portion of my head here. You can, because there is an anterior, middle, and a posterior, you can kind of bias an anterior or posterior one by looking up or looking a little bit more down, right? The big thing is getting this hook right so you're actually depressing or at least stabilizing that first rib in place. And then all you really need to do is lean to the side. And you should feel that deep within the side of your neck. And it may radiate out and may be a pretty tight area for you, but it should really feel it on that side of the neck. And that is a scalene stretch. Again, use that opposite sided hand, try and relax into it. You don't have to press too hard to get the stretch at all. Give it a try. Let me know how it works for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. Happy to help in any way. And until next time, be well.